But some people really feel something massive shift. That's what happened to me the first time I took Jing herbs. Just, when I was at the back of my mum's place and finally found Di Dao herbs, put them into a tonic, no caffeine. Went and put my kidney points on my feet up on the barefoot, on my bare feet on the grass, and drank, and I could just feel these herbs immediately entering through my kidney system. And I immediately became aware of what this Jing essence is, what this treasure is that within my body that's personal to me, general enough that we can talk about it and everyone kind of knows what we're talking about, but really personal to me. And I'm the one that can feel it. No one else can feel it. No institution can feel it. No doctor can feel it. And it is my sovereign responsibility to guard it and to cherish it. And that's what Jing Herbs taught me. And it completely changed the trajectory of my life. I feel like for the better. I've been having a great time. It was like, when Harry Potter he got to Hogwarts and he was just like, my God, I was hoping that there was more to this life than just living under the stairs and being abused by my uncle and auntie. And then sure enough, a wizard giant turns up, tells me I'm a wizard. Then I'm in this magical, I go on this magical train. I'm in this magical castle, and all the other kids are asleep. They're just like, yeah, 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 we're at Hogwarts now. We're gonna learn. And he's sitting there just going like, oh my god, magic is real. That's what the tonic herbs. That was what the Jing herbs were like for me. The mushrooms gave me a whole experience when I got onto them first about immunity. The Jing herbs, God, they blew open the realm of possibility for me. That's why Taoism is just like magic to me, because it is literal magic grounded into reality. It's so beautiful and so fun. So that's what's behind that 30 days of Jing for me. And yeah, it's like take it at your own pace, make it your own experience. Jump onto the Facebook group. That you can go into Facebook and just write 30 days of Jing, and you'll see the group join. I think we got over 500 people on there. We want to get. There's going to be lots of interaction there this year. We're going to be posting heaps of the resources, movement resources. Just like sharing, people sharing as they go along what's coming up for them. Some people have massive withdrawals from coffee and they want to keep on going. They want to do the Winston Churchill, when you're going through hell, keep going. Some people are like, hey, I don't want my body to freak out this much. And so we're like, yeah, cool. Don't pull the plug too hard. Just slowly lower the coffee. Maybe don't even get rid of the coffee. Maybe just add the Jing herbs, so on and so forth. Really great resource there. So make sure you go and join that. In the show notes, you'll be able to go and find the 30 Days of Jing Facebook group. And as I said, go and download the PDF. You can. It's on Instagram. It's in the link in bio. It's gonna be in the show notes. If you pop over to the resource tab on the website, you're going to be able to you're going to be able to get stuck into that PDF. It's going to give you some just some little bits and bobs, like kind of just reminding you, stay hydrated. You're like, oh yeah, get it printed, pop it in your workplace, go on the hunt. You have no idea how many people have been transformed onto the herbal path through experiencing this challenge, this experience, because it takes away the maybe these herbs work. People are going like far out. There is no denying what I experienced, especially when you get off the stimulants and you start experiencing, when you get onto herbs like Jing herbs that are not stimulating in any way, they are regulating and restoring, of especially of the kidney water qi. And what you then experience is the capacity for you to generate your own energy that is in resonance with nature. So it's not borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, which is what we do with excessive coffee use. I like intentional coffee use, especially when we're in springtime. It's a really I find it's positive, but it's an upward energy yang liver herb. So you do that excessively, especially when you are depleted in yin, depleted in blood, which a lot of people are depleted in blood. And that's one of the things you're going to experience. These Jing herbs, they're blood building. If you're winter in, you start getting into some really nourishing foods, start going into warming foods, get your scarf on, keep your socks on always, little slippers on at all times, really protective, insular, internal, little bit of meditation going on, nice warm water in the morning, not hitting yourself with the cold. You experience such a huge huge inner. It's subtle sometimes for some people, but it's just an inner perception that can never get taken away. Then that's when you're activated. That's when you're activated on the tonic herbal path. It's like, I cultivate that energy. I don't get given the energy from external coffee and things like that. Even though you kind of logically know that, when you experience yourself cultivating that energy, your potential, your relationship to your potential, you start remembering how much potential you do have. And so, then it can start actually making you go, okay, I'm going to put this potential to use. You start engaging a little bit more with challenging aspects of life. That's what happens when the personality of the kidneys start going through. Starts expressing when the kidney water is really flowing in relation to the other organs. The personality comes out, which is the je, which is your will, your willingness